Hi, I'm Craig Lum from CardPay. So we offer three value propositions to medical practices. The first are the savings, and the savings can be substantial. An average OMA member saves approximately $1,500 a year on their merchant services fees. The second is the relationship and service we offer. We are a Oregon company. Both the founders are from Oregon and grew up in the Portland area. And so we are very local related with our organization and our company, but also in our relationship and service that we offer, which is direct hands-on relationship. When there are questions or concerns with practices, they will reach out to us. We will know who they are. They will know who we are. And they will not be calling an 800 number and getting on hold for a half an hour and getting someone different every each time. And so that's how we are able to handle our relationship with OMA members. The third is through our technology. And the technology can be through our Clover devices, which offer some pretty go-forward functionality in terms of being able to cloud-based terminals, to text and emailing receipts, to online portals that we can offer. And then also with newly, just in the last 6 months, our practice management software integration, which allows us to integrate into any practice management software. We were able to partner with a company called Rectangle Health, and they have a product called Practice Management Bridge. And that allows our payments to be integrated into any practice management software as long as it is Windows based. And so what's nice about that is that although there are some practices that already integrate with payments, a lot of times the integration comes at a cost in terms of the higher fees with merchant services. And so there are two reasons why a practice management software company would integrate with only one payment processor. The first is the time and costs that it takes and the resources it takes to be able to integrate the payment processing with their software. But the second is also the fact that they know they're going to only integrate with one payment processor, which means that they are also sharing that revenue with the payment processor. And therefore, the cost of integration for merchant services is usually higher than you would pay if you didn't integrate. In our case, you have the ability to have both worlds in the sense that you also get the payment integration, but also the fees would be lower as well on top of the relationship and services offered. So that is a seamless transition for any practice. And what we first initially asked for is to do a savings analysis for any practice. So we're going to be able to sit down with practice and kind of make sure that, from a financial standpoint, at least, that we are going to be able to save the practice money. What that would entail is to be able to analyze a couple of their current merchant statements, to do that analysis and review. And if it is something the practice wants to move forward with, then we go to the process of actually doing the application, which takes about 30 minutes on a call or in person, in which we would do an electronic application. At that point, it usually is all approved for this type of industry. So in other words, within a 2 business day period, it gets approved. And then at that point, we would be able to start set up with either our payment software integration, or if we went to our other route, which would be the Clover devices, and get that set up for these practices. All in all, we're talking about maybe a 5 to 7 business day turnaround and setup time from when the practice says they want to move forward to when we actually get them set up. And it's a very seamless transition in the sense that we have our client service analyst, Garrett Scruggs, who would be able to assist in the transition, whether it's the practice management software integration or also the Clover devices as well. So I think the important thing is to know that because CardPay has specialized in the medical industry for the past 15 years, we know the needs of medical practices, what they're looking for, what their regulations are in terms of HIPAA compliance and PCI compliance. And what their environment is that would help assist a practice in not only reducing their costs for accepting payments, but also the technology that they would need in making that more efficient and a little bit easier for them to accept those payments. Another aspect of this is the fact that we also can do online bill pay. And online bill pay is a way to automate the payment process for practices so that they're not spending time in collections, in bill payment. They can just have their patients go to their website and make those payments automatically. And it would also be able to do recurring payments for clients if they need to do a payment plan for their patients. We can also do store card information, which again is PCI compliant to be used at a later time. And we also can do digital email invoicing for their patients as well. The one thing that I would like to relay to all OMA members is, it may not seem like a lot of money, but everything adds up from a cost perspective when it comes to managing your practice. And so we like to look at this as a way of not only saving you money now in your merchant services fees, but also think about what the exit strategy is for your practice. And as exit strategy in the terms of your valuation of your practice. And that means a lot, because if your expenses are higher versus your revenue, your valuation for your practice is going to be lower. And so one way we can do that is by lowering your expenses today, but also looking for the future of making your valuation higher when you decide that's the time to exit out and sell your practice.